Hi, I'm Christian Guzman, and I approve of the Board Shorts and Banter podcast.
What is good, people, and welcome back to the Board Shorts and Banter podcast. My name is Tom. This is Mr. Josh Corrigan, WNBF Pro, if you didn't hear for the 1,000th millionth time.
Sorry,
and today
world champion, two-time British champion, current reigning world champ.
You heard it here first, for the first time ever. We're going to be going through a community Q&A, so sit down, grab a Rise and Shine, relax.
Cheers, mate.
Cheers, mate. Cheers.
Just so that everyone's aware, it's currently 7 a.m. on a Saturday morning. Tom Stockton has requested this ungodly hour for a podcast because he's going out. What are you doing, Tom?
Well, today I've got a full day of check-ins and making content and getting my hair cut at 9 a.m. And then I'm off down to London for a nice rave.
You don't need a haircut. You can literally still see your scalp. Your hair is the same length as mine, and I had it cut yesterday.
Yeah, well, I don't live the life of a retired investment fund manager like you, all right? When I play golf on the weekends, I like to have a nice clean fade, all right?
Wow.
Driving around in my Aston Martin.
Yeah, boy. Yeah, boy.
Everybody, Josh has now bought an Aston Martin.
Oh, my God. I wish that was so true. I did go and have a look at them, though.
How did it make you feel?
Right, so I went to Aston Martin because someone that's very close to me has now bought one. I've been told not to say who for obvious reasons. And basically, I sat in it, the exact one that I want, and I was like, yeah, we're this close. We're like a year away. No, we're not. We're probably like 6 months away. But being able to visually feel it, touch it, smell it, all that good stuff, it has obviously made me think, do I want to wait 6 months?
Do you want to get an Aston Martin, or would you rather build another business that would then easily fuel an Aston Martin?
What's my favourite word, Tom?
Send it.
No.
Aston Martin.
Both. Yes.
Got you.
Both.
Okay.
Right. And you know what I want to do. It's going to happen, and it's just going to be a both scenario. I was training with one of my clients the other day who he's an in-person PT, and he's progressing it and growing it, and it's going really well for him. And he was like, oh, what's the end goal with coaching? I was like, well, the end goal is to have people of all levels and, progress them all to the next level or to the maximum that they can be at. But also I do want to have multiple businesses. Coaching is almost like the start of it.
Springboard. Yeah.
To everything else. But coaching will always be the foundations. It will be the core of everything because I love it. And it's, it very much aligns with who I am as a person, that progressive mindset and, being healthy and all that kind of crap. But yeah, business is I love business. Business is an interest of mine.
It's fun, mate.
Yeah.
It's like a little game, isn't it?
It is. It's
just a game that really does affect your life and your livelihood. But that's fine. As long as you're not on the streets, it's all good.
Yeah, true.
As long as you've got a nice roof over your head, food on the table, you can have a bit of fun with it.
Yeah. So next year it will happen.
I like it.
Do you
know what's going to happen though? You're going to get an Aston Martin, and I'm going to get jealous because you're going to be quicker than me, and so I have to get something quicker.
There's not many cars quicker, mate.
There
Its top speed's 200 miles an hour.
Oh, that's cute.
What's quicker than that? What horrible BMW are you gonna get?
No. Not a BMW, mate.
What I'm
going to do is I'm going to get an Audi R8 engine, and I'm going to get that lowered straight into the M140i.
Oh my God.
And I'm going to take the badge off the M140i. I'm going to put an Aston Martin badge on it as well.
Oh my God. Oh my God.
It's an Audi engine. Huh?
There's a car in Sheffield that's like it's a Ford Fiesta,
Mm.
and they've stuck like a Mercedes, logo right on the front of it, and then on the back it's got like the BMW M, a Mercedes AMG, and
No, it
the
hasn't.
Ford ST. Yeah, literally like
That
he's
is so.
collecting Infinity Stones.
That's amazing. I absolutely love that.
It's horrific. Next time I see it, I'll try and take a photo because I see it quite a lot and it's dreadful.
No, that's cool. I like that. Do you know what you should do with your Aston Martin?
What?
Scrape off those badges and stick Ford on it because that's what it is. It's a Ford.
No, it's not. It's a Merc with Lotus suspension. I got the full rundown yesterday.
But Ford own it.
I don't care.
Ford own Aston Martin.
Did they?
Someone in the comments correct me if I'm wrong.
Hang on,
But
no, because I think it's
Ford. That's why Ford now have like Ford Fiestas and stuff like that, or just Fords in general have like Aston Martin-esque kind of grills on them.
I think.
It's a Ford, mate.
It's
So what you want to
Ford
do is get a
and Jaguar.
Mondeo. You want to get a Mondeo and stick some Aston Martin badges on it.
It's basically the same, isn't it? Oh, here's me thinking I want an Aston Martin. I actually want a Ford Fiesta.
Yeah,
They're
exactly,
basically
mate.
the same car.
Do you got this? Oh, I think they're horrible though. There's new Aston Martins that are like the SUVs.
Yeah. DBX.
They look like Ford Cougars.
Seriously, Tom, you are sounding
They
so unintelligent right now.
They look like Ford Cougars a little bit.
100 and like a 200 grand Ford Cougar? Yeah, sweet sound, bro.
Yeah, you may as well.
Jesus.
Drop an Aston Martin. Here we go. Right, drop an Aston Martin engine into a Ford Cougar. No.
Yes.
Sleeper build, mate.
Yeah, that's it. And it's going to basically be a DBX. Anyway, mate, how are you? How's your week been? You look shredded now.
Yeah, it's going well, mate. I started off the diet at 2.3 kilos. I started at 90. No, I didn't. I started at 89.3, and I'm now down to, at my lowest, 86.9. So I'm 2.4 kilos down.
Cool. I'm one. No, I'm not. I'm 2.1 kilos down.
So I'm winning.
I was 92.1 this morning.
Ooh, still heavy, bro.
Oh yeah, I know. But Annabella, right? She goes, I had my top off the other day. She went, "Your abs are coming through already." I was like, "Fuck yeah, come on!"
I've noticed it.
It's magical.
Like, I've dropped off so much. I've haven't lost any fat yet. That's a given. It's just like all water weight that has just dropped off, and it's like Jesus Christ. I was like a water buffalo before, you know.
Yeah, mate. I told you needed to cut.
Yeah, but I'm actually feeling better for it as well. Like already as well. Just like getting more activity. I'm getting around 12,000 steps per day, and I'm doing like 3 times 20 minutes of cardio. And I've still got a broken toe, so you know, you've got to bear that in mind.
I'm really struggling to get 8,000 steps in.
Struggling?
Yeah.
I just use any excuse possible to walk, man. Do you walk first thing in the morning?
No. But well, if Annabella's not at the gym, then yeah, we go for a walk. But
right,
the majority of the time I end up leaving it until like after I've trained.
Okay.
Yeah.
Got you.
No, it's all right. It's all part of the adapting to the new routine. I will be going for a walk straight after this. So but like, you know, how out of routine I am. I forgot to put my Apple Watch on today.
Oh, I put my shirt on. There we go.
Yeah, because I'm just not in the routine of it. But because it does take a little bit of time to get into a routine.
Do you not feel like keeping some kind of decent routine after prep? Because do you just let it go?
No. My routine just changes. Like my routine is pretty bang on. I go to the gym at roughly the same time. I eat at roughly the same time. It's just, it shifts to a different thing. Yeah. So like literally my routine is now geared around client check-ins and programming.
Got you.
Yes, fam. Yes, my G. What are you drinking there, Tom?
Rise and Shine.
Oh my God. I've got Rise and Grind.
It's strawberry flavour, isn't it?
Yeah, mine is.
Yeah, mine is as well. I don't even know if they do any more flavors because,
They've
like,
got
I just looked
peach
at it
tea,
and it was
peach
orange.
iced tea.
I drank it and I just assumed it was orange because it was the orange color.
I was going to say the other day when you said that yours were orange flavour, they don't do orange flavour, bro. They've got strawberry and they've got peach iced tea. Peach iced tea's beautiful, but strawberry's not bad.
It's actually really good, mate.
Yeah.
A little
Ah,
bit of caffeine in there. It's got like what? I think it's got 50 milligrams of caffeine.
yeah.
So it's like a tiny bit, and then it's just got some like nootropics in there, and then electrolytes, isn't it? I like it.
It's got is it lion's mane?
Lion's mane's good.
Yeah.
I think that's classic. Lion's mane's classified as a nootropic, isn't it?
Yeah.
Very confident it is, and it's also like neuroprotective, so it's good for.
Oh mate, lion's mane is so good for you.
Yeah, Lion's mane's also in Strom,
Yeah.
Support Max Neuro.
Yeah.
PM.
Yeah.
Yeah, really good. I like it.
Real good. It's so
Love
good. I like it a lot.
What's So in terms of today's podcast, we've got some community cues, haven't we? I've got quite a few, I think.
I've got Ian. I've got 5. They're not the 5 decent ones apart from one's Ian.
Okay.
I can ask this question.
How many have I got? Jesus Christ. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Hey
6,
Tom, do you know on the sound effects?
I've got
you got
9 questions, bro.
Oh what? How have you beat me?
Well, mate, maybe I'm gonna get the Aston Martin before you, eh?
Shit. Do you know on the sound effects thing? Have you got like a dramatic music?
No. No, but I can add my own. So what we could do is we could actually get our own intro music made.
Well, I use a thing called Artlist.io.
Right.
Which is like royalty-free music. We can just I can send you something on there. But I thought like it'd be quite cool to have dramatic music for the questions. Jesus. This is like Thai massage vibes.
Hello, John. No, I can't do that. No, I can't do that.
Oh, yeah, okay. Yeah, let's not do that one.
Welcome, Josh, to
your full body massage.
That's really bad. Okay, is that bad? No, I don't think that's bad.
No, I don't think it's bad.
No. And Josh walked right up into the Aston Martin dealership. He put his credit card into the card machine.
And it got rejected.
And was rejected. He walked home, credit card in hand, Aston Martinless, sat down, and cried himself to sleep. Maybe one day, just one day, the Aston Martin dream will come true. Please use code JC10 at the checkout to support the dream.
Yeah. Yeah. I also appreciate anyone that's used discount code JC10 at Pit Stop Nutrition. I keep getting messages of people using JC10 at Elite. So
no,
I'm just going to say it again. I'm no longer affiliated with Elite. Please do not use my code at Elite because they are benefiting from me and they don't deserve it anymore.
They're benefiting from your ghost, mate.
Yeah.
Your spirit.
Probably still finish top of the league, eh, boy? Hooray.
Right, come on in. Question number 1.
Me or you?
You want dramatic music.
Jake James Fitness has asked, getting past the imposter syndrome phase before becoming a PT and coach.
Ooh. I think you just got to send it, bro. How do you prepare yourself to get on stage? I don't think you ever really can. I think you just got to get on there. You're going to feel like a bit of an imposter on stage as well. What the fuck am I doing here? You ultimately, like, you're there for a reason. You're presented that opportunity for a reason. You just got to get after it, man.
What are you on about? With coaching and PTing?
Yeah. So I'm using it as an example.
Right, okay.
So it's like with coaching and PT, it's like, all right, if you're a PT and
Yeah.
then you gravitate towards like online coaching. There's always that leap there where you feel like a bit of an imposter.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? It's like you can never truly prepare yourself, but you're
Jake,
there for
Jake's
a reason.
Jake's not PTing. Jake's
Right.
like wanting to start all of it off, and
Right.
I'm not sure if it's an imposter syndrome thing or if it's just a a lack of practice in actually doing. It's just getting out of your comfort zone a little bit and swimming in uncharted territory.
Yeah. Well, it's like if you're doing a PT course, obviously, is he doing a PT course or is he
Yeah,
done?
yeah, he's nearly done.
Well, he's nearly done. He's passed all his exams. So clearly,
It's
he
the
is
next
cut
step.
out to be a PT.
Yeah.
Your first PT session is always going to be a little bit like, ooh, but it's not. It's very hard to deepen. And I think if he's in that mindset of like he is feeling like imposter syndrome almost, that's good. That's a good thing because that shows that he actually fucking cares
Yeah.
and he wants to do a good job. Versus if he were just waltzing through his PT and he thinks his first PT session is going to be a doddle, I think that's probably like a lack of self-awareness. And if anything, like he doesn't really fucking care, but he clearly does. He wants to do a good job. So Jake, mate, it's a good thing. But if you're passing your PT test, you're clearly cut out to be a PT.
Yeah. Do you know what? When I passed my PT qualifications, I didn't get a job in PTing or in the fitness industry for like another 18 months because I didn't feel as though I were ready.
Yeah.
In hindsight, I was at a completely different age and a completely different type of person of what Jake is. But I knew I weren't ready to work with humans and like have the responsibility of someone's body and mind on me when I was like 18.
Yeah.
So it kind of made more sense to, just wait it out and actually get more skin in the game on like a training sense before, taking the leap. But someone like Jake or someone that's like, been in the fitness world for like longer than 2 years, you can definitely, you'll definitely have enough knowledge and experience to be able to PT someone at a very basic level.
Yeah. Yeah. Like 18 years old is very young, but obviously Jake isn't 18. So I can understand that standpoint. It does depend on where you are at in your life, because when you're 18 years old, bloody hell, you barely even know what you want yourself, let alone how to help other people achieve what they want.
Yeah.
So that's like a lot of...
When I was 18, I remember someone kind of going, "Oh, you're qualified. Can you do me a diet plan?" And I was like, "How can I give someone a diet plan when I don't follow a diet plan?"
Or you're not a qualified nutritionist.
Yeah. Oh, Josh, can you help me with my food? Fucking hell.
Can I have some nutritional recommendations, please?
Yes. What's your NRs? Grow up, bro.
Yeah. So, Jake, mate, just start small. Just like don't take on too much at once, and it will get easy. I think literally like the first few PC sessions, you'll be like, oh, sick. This is actually fucking cool. I'm enjoying this. And it's the same thing. Like when you take on like your first. Do you remember taking on your first ever prep client?
Yes, Phil, Aussie Phil.
Yeah, and was you like, oh shit, a little bit
It's
like,
happening.
Yeah, like the imposter syndrome.
Mate, I remember my first ever in-person PT session that I did.
Yeah,
and like this person, she was called Claire, was walking on a treadmill, and I remember just being stood next to her on the treadmill. I was just like, "What the fuck am I doing? What am I playing at here?" She's just
spent a
paid
whole
me
hour on the
£25, and I'm just stood here. What am I meant to do?
Yeah. Right, Claire, so we're going to increase the incline when you get your heart rate up. Mate, fucking, yeah. Did you ever used to do cardio with your guys on PT? Like warm up?
I did for a bit, and then what I found was more useful was telling them to get there 10 minutes earlier and do the warm-up and stuff on their own.
Jump on the treadmill early before you get it a little bit earlier. Jump on the treadmill. Let's make use of your whole session actually lifting.
Yeah. I had someone message me the other day about starting online coaching. A little bit different to Jake. He was like ready to rock and roll and not having any imposter syndrome, it appeared. And it was like, how would you recommend doing it? I was like, mate, message all your friends or anyone that you know or anyone that is in the gym with you right now. Just start training them for free. And train them for free for 6 months. And if you can train someone for free for 6 months, you've learned two things. Number one, you can get someone to follow a plan for a prolonged period of time, because 6 months is a reasonably long time. And number two, if you've done it for free for that long, you will do it paid for forever.
Yeah.
So just start and don't expect anything in return. I think the second people start wanting money from it, they've missed something. Like, you've got to build your way to that. I'm not saying like just work for free forever, obviously, but you don't get an Aston Martin like that, bro. But definitely, if you're wanting to gain experience, then gain experience. Don't just expect people to give you cash when you've got absolutely nothing to kind of say, oh, yes, this is what I've done, or look at what I can do. You've got to earn that.
Yeah. Yeah, 100%. I remember when I first started coaching, I took on a couple friends from the gym because I was working behind the desk at the time. So, like, I was always chatting to people that were training and whatnot. And I was in pretty good shape back then. And I was like, working on the desk. I couldn't do PT in the gym. I was like, fuck it. I'm going to start online coaching. I couldn't do PT in the gym for the reasons of there was too many PTs, even though I had my PT qualification, which was pretty because it was a very, very small gym. And then so I was like, oh, fuck it. Like, I might as well just start trying to do a little bit of online coaching. And a couple of lads in the gym, I asked them if they wanted to do it for free. They accepted. And I'm not going to lie, mate. At first, I just didn't have a clue. Had never had a coach myself. I'd never worked with an online coach myself. I just put together these awful sheets. I kind of feel sorry for them looking back on it. But, it still worked and they still got some results out of it.
Yeah.
And that was the start of it. Yeah, it was pretty shit to begin with, but it reaffirmed to me that oh yeah, even with this awful setup, I can actually achieve something. And there's so many tools now for online coaches, it's ridiculous.
Yeah.
Compared to when I started, I don't think Kahuna's or definitely not OneFit. I don't know about
I use True Coach
or True Coach back then. I don't know. How long have you used True Coach for?
I've used True Coach, oh God, since I was 22, so 5 years, 6 years nearly.
But you did online coaching back then?
Bro, yeah, on small scale. I've been coaching a long time.
I've been coaching solidly now for 3.5 years.
I've probably hit the full time. The thing is with me, I started off PTing and then online coaching was my overflow. So it was oh yeah, I've got no availability, but I'll do you some online sessions through my lovely app, True Coach. And I'd say I hit maybe the 20 client mark maybe 3 years ago.
Yeah.
And then it's just been very, very gradual over that period of time.
Now Josh has 300 clients.
And no Aston Martin. God damn. Doing something
that'd easily that'd be 2 Aston Martins, that would. 3 Aston Martins.
Oh, mate. Imagine that.
Yeah, literally.
Right, Tom, imagine having 100 clients.
I wouldn't want it, mate. Okay, unless I knew if for instance 100 clients would be doable, all right, across every single day of the week checking in.
Yeah.
It is more than doable, all right, because there's people that do it.
Yeah.
My genuine fear would be service delivery. Am I giving each person the best?
Yeah.
I would rather charge someone a bit more, have less clients, and fucking nail it for them.
I'll not name this person, but again, I was talking to somebody online about their online coaching, and this guy's also. I'm not saying anything.
Does he have an Aston Martin? Does he have an Aston Martin?
No, he's got a nice car. I'm not saying anything. And we're talking about client volume and then cost. And he was like, I really don't want a lot of clients. I was like, all right, okay. Whatever. He went, yeah. So he has 11 online clients, right? Mm-hmm. And he charges £450 per person.
Yep.
How on earth can you get away with that?
That's more than some of the top dogs in the industry.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So to get 11 people, I was like, what are these 11 people like? He was like, I've had the same pool of people for 2 years. Like that is crazy. Works 2 days a week. That's like when you see people like, oh yeah, you can build a 10-figure business using your thumbs just for 20 minutes a day.
With no time to spend the money and enjoy yourself.
Yeah. But like, that's the kind of marketing that they or strategy that they try to use, them kind of like business coaches. Charge an absolute shit ton for your coaching.
Mm-hmm.
And then it's down to you how many you want to take on. But £450 a month.
That is
£100 a week.
It's doable. Well, obviously it's doable, but like it's a case of like that would be like very specific clientele.
Yeah.
It's going to be people that have got money. You know?
Yeah.
Realistically,
Money.
if someone can afford, because like it is with coaching, I guess it depends on the individual that's coaching you. It depends on how much they value you, because like it is law of diminishing returns when it comes to online coaching, in my opinion. Unless you're getting like 60-second check-ins every week from your coach, then obviously that's a different story. Once you do get to the good coach, like very good coaches in the industry, because you can get results even with a pretty shit plan with like utmost adherence from the client's standpoint, but then it just depends on like what you're paying extra for is like the education, the attention, the contact, maybe more regular call frequency and stuff like that. So it depends if he's having like a call with them every single week, the education it provides is next level. I can see 100% why £450 per month would be justified.
Yeah. But imagine not. Or like imagine like, it's the service the level of service that we provide.
Yeah.
Imagine like not that level and charging more than double.
£450. I wish I could charge that right now.
Crazy. I was like, you know what? Fair play, mate. Fair play. But I couldn't justify that. I don't think what's worth £450 a month?
That's
car is
imposter
worth
syndrome right there. If you're charging £500 a month, £450 a month for coaching, you better be doing a good fucking job.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Like that them people that you're coaching, mate, they need to be beating me.
Yeah, exactly. Does he do like competitive coaching as well? Like,
no.
Okay, got you.
Right, go on.
Show day tips for first time getting a client on stage.
Show day tips for the first time getting a client on stage.
Yes.
Who's asked this question?
Aaron Robertson Fit.
Aaron,
he is a good lad. He's a lad that I know from back at home.
Does Aaron compete himself?
He is competing this year.
For the first time?
Yes.
And he's coaching someone to compete?
Yes.
So can you see that, Aaron, this is no dig at you. I'm sure Tom is right in what he's saying with, you being a nice guy. You have got to walk the walk to some degree to be able to deliver a good coaching service for a competitive client.
Yeah. There is some coaches out there that haven't competed that do coach people to compete. As far as I'm aware, I think there are. Like if you talk about like some of the bigger names in the industry, like, I don't know, has Hani ever competed?
Hani Rambod.
And then you've got like Boss of Outlaw. And then you've got a few other guys as well. I'm not very clued up with all like the IFBB big, coaches.
I'm just Googling. Is Hani Rambod the most successful coach, Mr. Olympia? Yeah, it probably is. I think with people like that. Oh my God.
Hani Rambod used to compete for 7 years but had to stop because of injury. Okay, so Hani's competed.
Sweet. So there we go. Hani, literally the best coach in the game, has competed. I honestly, mate, I can't think of anybody that's decent that's not walked the walk.
Has Peanut Man walked the walk?
Yeah, he has.
There we go.
Peanut Man came second at an Arnold's.
Really?
Yeah, he nearly won his pro card in Ohio.
Okay. Have you heard of Boss of Outlaw? Yeah.
Yeah.
So Stefan Keinzel,
Yeah.
he's called. He's competed. I think he last
Telling you,
competed in
mate.
2013. He actually looked pretty good.
There's not many people, if any. So, anyway, tips for first timers: go to a show, take a pen and paper, and try and sneak backstage and see what all the people are doing that are doing well. Right? Basic things, communicate with your client as much as possible, make sure that they're ready, like mentally and excited to actually go on stage, because obviously the nerves are on another level. Make sure that you buy some hot stuff and spray it all over the face. That's a joke. But if you want to do that, you can. That'd be quite entertaining.
I feel like one of the best things to do as well is, like, ultimately, if the work is done, the work is done. The show day is just all about keeping your client organized, explaining, like, keeping their nerves down, man. Like, just explaining everything that you're doing, the reasons why you're doing it, and just telling them to relax. Like, the work is done. So, like,
Yeah.
anything else on that day is really quite irrelevant.
Do you know?
Just make sure that you're organized as well, because if you're not organized, it's gonna obviously stress out your clients.
Do you know, like this year with us having quite a few people compete already, there was a point at the MBW Classic, that first UK FBA show, where like I was talking a lot to my boys, being like, "Oh yeah, look, you've done all the work, you've done all the cardio." And I was thinking, like, imagine if like I'd coached someone and they'd just not done it. What would I say to them in that moment? Would I be like, "Look,
Yeah.
if you're nervous, I understand that you're nervous because you haven't done anything. You've not put in the work."
Yeah, I would never lie to my clients.
Yeah. And like
I'll
equally,
just be
if
like, bro,
someone's
the
not,
outcome is what it is. Come on, like, you're here
yeah,
now.
there was a coach. I'm going to see if you can remember, whose client wasn't very adherent to the plan.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. I don't know what I would do in that situation. I really don't. I think I'd really struggle not to lose my shit.
Yeah, same. I'd really struggle as well, mate.
Idiots.
Yeah. So Aaron, mate, my guy, if you're competing this year, which I know you are, get on stage first.
Yeah.
Like, you really, really need to gain that experience on show day. Like, I feel like preparing for show day obviously starts before show day. Just make sure that you've given the client a good idea in regards to what they should expect on the day. And obviously, if you've been there yourself, you know what to expect, right? And just kind of walk them through that, like, briefly. And then on the show day, just, take a little bit of control, keep them nice and relaxed, and just make sure that you're explaining everything that you're doing, why. But yeah, just keep them relaxed, man. It's all good.
How many years into competing did it take for you to prep someone? Is this the first year that you've prepped someone?
I've prepped people for photo shoots in the past, but this
Yeah,
is the
they
first
don't count.
time. It's a different game, isn't it? It's this is the 3 seasons, and then I've actually started prepping my own clients.
So you've done 3 seasons and then you've started prepping people.
Yep.
Yeah. I did one. I did 3 shows within that season, so had a pretty good idea. Then Phil was like, I really want to compete. So Phil was my one and only like competitive client for probably 3 years. It probably took me 6 shows to think, oh yes, I could do this with someone.
Really?
Yeah.
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 I'm glad that it's. I did it first season. The first season I did, I wasn't even a PT or a coach. The second season, I just started PT, and then the third season now, obviously, I'm getting boys on stage. I'm glad it's worked out that way.
Yeah. There's a lot of times. There's probably one exception that I can think of with what I'm about to say. There's so many times where like people will compete at a very young age, and then they think, right, I've got this. I'm going to start coaching people for shows and stuff. You end up doing more damage than good, just because you lack experience. The one exception is Mr. Josh Campbell. I think he's cut from the right cloth to be a good coach. And I think even in his late teens, like 19-year-old, he's got the right approach with it to coach someone properly for a show.
Well, he's learned from a good coach as well. Finn, obviously, isn't he? So
Yeah.
there we go.
My turn.
Yes.
George Morton 23 has asked, this is obviously just a question for me. What snacks are you bringing to football tomorrow? Right. I weren't going to ask this question, but then I thought, this leads me on nicely to my newfound favourite hobby. And I think I mentioned it earlier on in the year. But basically, there is a non-league football team that is up the road from my flat, right? Called Hallam FC. They play at the oldest football ground in the world.
You told
How
me about
mad's
that,
that?
actually.
You are?
Every time I've been to Sheffield and Josh is driving around, he gives me a full history tour. I feel like I should be paying for it essentially, but yeah. Hallam FC, mate. You told me.
Hallam FC. I absolutely love it. It's so good. So they're playing like I think it's like the 8th division or 9th division of English football. It's really shit, and they all start scrapping, and it's just amazing. But yeah, that's my newfound hobby. I'm actually going to watch them play away today.
Where?
So they're playing again. It's like only half an hour away, but it's a rival match.
Ooh.
Handsworth. Hallam versus Handsworth. We're gonna have a big scrap. It's gonna be great. Yeah.
Right. So like it's literally like it's not Sunday league football, it's Saturday league football, is it?
It's Saturday. Do you know what's mad, right? They've got some really good players. So like
Really?
they've got people that have played at like, one of the guys is called Daniel Pudel. He played for the bloody Czech Republic.
Really?
He played like 30 odd games for the Czech Republic. Played for Chef Wednesday.
So these are professional football players that get paid.
Yeah.
Oh, I wonder how much they get paid.
Oh, what, to play for Hallam? Like 150 quid a game.
Oh, really?
Yeah, not a lot. If not less than that. But yeah, there's like people that have played for like Sheffield United, Wednesday, Rotherham, all at like decent standard. Now, like, because they're a little bit older or whatever, or they didn't make it, they're now playing in non-league, and it's just brilliant.
That's great. I love that.
So yeah.
So the question was, what food you taking, mate?
So I have been prone to take, the natural confectionery company jelly snakes.
Mate, I was actually looking at them the other day. I was like, should I? It's like, no, you're dieting now, mate. You're not using your carbs on that. But clearly you don't, mate. How much food are you eating right now?
400 carb. Around 70 to 80 fat. And the fats need to come down a little bit, but I have been eating quite a lot of beef. 250 protein.
250?
Yeah.
Wow, you big Rami.
Bro. How much protein do you have?
230.
Oh, fucking hell, mate. Right,
What?
so work it out, you bloody special boy. I'm a little bit heavier than you. I'm obviously going to require a little bit more protein.
Oh, yeah. I always forget. I just assume I'm bigger than you,
Yeah. I often do as well.
Do you know what I want to do? Do you know what I want to do, Josh? I want to go get our bodies analysed, right? I want to get us inspected, and I want to see like the muscle to bone density ratio and all that stuff.
Great.
That
would be a YouTube video, wouldn't it?
That would actually be pretty cool.
If anyone's listening that has that works at a university or something, or goes to a university and has access to a DEXA scanner, is that what they're called?
Yeah, like a DEXA scan. Yeah.
Yeah, hit us up. We'll come and
Investigate us.
Yeah, we'll come and film a YouTube video or something.
This is where you get there, and like just for you, right? Just for you, someone comes over and they've got a glove on, and they go,
"Yeah,
Mr. Croggan, come with me. Time to analyze you."
Yes. Oh, yes. You do have a healthy prostate. Congratulations.
Who's got a bigger prostate, me or Josh? Comment down below.
What a flex. What a flex, bro. Yeah, you're heavier than me because you're all prostate, bro.
Oh, bro. I hope Annabella's not listening to this.
She's not banging on the wall, so we're all right.
Question from Mr. Zach Hayesfit, who is
Who's
coming on the
he?
podcast next Friday.
Who's that?
Oh, we don't know who Zach is. We've never spoken about him before, mate.
No. Is he your client, Tom?
No, he's my client. Favorite TV show and movie for when I'm not brain dead.
What?
He said favorite TV show and movie, and then in brackets for when I'm not brain dead.
Okay.
I saw
Favorite
him,
TV
saw him
show.
yesterday, right? Hang on, I saw him yesterday, and he was what I noticed. I don't think if he noticed, like he was a little bit like. Do you know when you get like deep into prep and you're like
Slow.
a little bit slow, a little bit slurry? I was like, yeah, okay, he's pushing. He's where he needs to be. So, yeah, for when he's not like that, what films or movies?
Have you
TV show,
ever seen Normal People?
Normal People.
Yeah. It's
No.
it's two Irish people, like, and it's their like basically their story of them two getting together and then breaking up and all that kind of crap. It's a really good watch. It's a little bit like, you know, there'll be some people listening going, "Oh my god, Josh, you definitely like boys," but it's just a really nice watch. It's a lovely story with a few sad bits. But I would recommend Normal People, or I love Game of Thrones,
I love Game of Thrones, mate. I love Khaleesi.
mate.
Love Khaleesi.
Amelia Clarke for a very long time was my
Yep.
number one crush until I met Annabella. Then she went to number two, or like number 3 or 4.
And now you just
Actually,
call Annabella Khaleesi.
Annabella does look a little bit like her, bit taller, got blonde hair.
How tall is Annabella?
Oh God, 5'6", same height as David Langsdale. Oh, David, you thought you was going to go full podcast without getting roasted, bro.
Fucking hell. Is David's not 5'6", is he? He's taller.
Nah, he's like 5'5". I don't. Yeah, David's like 5'7", maybe.
Shout out to all the short kings out there.
Yeah, my
Keep
G's.
doing your thing. I love Killing Eve.
Killing Eve.
Wicked show. TV show.
Right.
I think it's a BBC. BBC.
BBC.
I've just
Yeah.
realised that BBC and BBC is the same thing.
What?
Like BBC
British Broadcasting Channel.
and BBC.
Bodybuilding Club.
That's the one, mate.
That one.
Yeah.
Bodybuilding Club.
Yeah. Anyway,
BBC.
Killing Eve is wicked. It's very up and down in terms of like how it makes you feel. It's like very like, oh, this is happening and that's happening. It's one of those like emotional roller coasters. It's basically about like a international assassin, and she's been chased down by a woman that works for MI5 who's called Eve, who has a low key like not like fetish but like obsession with assassins. And obviously she's working for MI5. She ends up getting onto the case with this assassin, and then it turns out the assassin like loves the fact that this woman's like obsessed with her a little bit, and she's obsessed with Eve because she's actually a lesbian, so she kind of fancies Eve as well.
Really?
And it's just a whole back and forth. Yeah.
Mate, I've watched a few episodes of this. I didn't realise all this.
Oh, like with the Asian woman Eve.
Yeah. Like Chinese
Russian assassin
woman, and then the Scouse woman that plays. Is she like Russian or something, or French?
Yeah. Bro, it's wicked. Get into it more. Keep watching it.
How many seasons are there?
I think there's 3.
Oh, that's manageable.
Yeah, I think there's 3.
Sometimes
it's really good.
Sometimes I see like an amount of seasons and I get a little bit intimidated by it.
Nah, it's like 3 seasons.
Cool. Favorite film?
My favorite film ever. Oh, bro. I'm gonna sound super basic here. Very, very, very basic. But Wolf of Wall Street.
Oh, me and Annabella watched that the other day.
I think it's just fantastic, mate.
It just makes very good.
It makes you want to go out and smash drugs and like
just make you want to go very alpha male.
Yeah, that's what I mean. It makes you want to go out, get on the what they called
Nose beers.
not the nose beers, mate. what's the where's like Steve Madden?
Quaaludes.
Quaaludes. I don't even know what Quaaludes are, right?
No,
Makes me
never
want to get
heard
on the
of
Quaaludes, get in my Countach, and then just fucking send it,
Yeah.
But I'm
Seen
not
that
actually going to do that.
Lamborghini have brought out a new Countach.
Have that?
Yeah,
Have
like
they?
they've revamped it.
Oh,
Looks bad boy. Maybe that would be the goal after the Aston.
Countach.
Countach.
See now, Wolf of Wall Street, because I feel like you just kind of the right words like live vicariously through him a little bit,
Yeah.
Like the thought of it's cool, but obviously you wouldn't actually want to do that.
Yeah.
Funny film.
Have you ever seen Gladiator?
I knew you was going to say Gladiator. I fucking knew you was going to say Gladiator. Is
Right.
that was like, are you not entertained?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I thought I'd seen it until Annabella's sister started explaining the storyline. I was like, yeah, I've definitely not seen this. So I watched that the other day. I thought it was brilliant.
Mm.
Jake, my client, he loves Gladiator. Like it's his number one. And I messaged him like, oh, please don't hate me, but I've never seen Gladiator. And then like straight away I was like, but I'm watching it now. It was like, oh, you've just saved yourself there. I was going to get rid of you. Like,
Yeah, it's great film, and it kind of it's also like, do you like 300?
No.
Have you seen it?
No.
You haven't seen 300?
Is it a TV show or a film?
No, film.
Is it good?
Do you know, this is Sparta.
Oh, is that?
That's 300, bro. Where
Right.
he kicks him into the. It was like a meme where he kicks him into the pit. That's 300. Wicked film. You need to see it. Spartans.
Okay.
You like Gladiator? You like that?
Okay.
It's not the story isn't as good as Gladiator. It's not all about the story. It's more of like a badass like action film, if you know what I mean. But it's still a good story. Like it actually is, and yeah, it's good. Watch it.
Okay. I'll bear that in mind. Cool. Next question. Mine or thine?
It was yours.
Ollie Wenmouth, one of my boys. Would you rather give up pre-workout or alcohol for the rest of your life?
Would you rather what? Sorry, pre-workout or alcohol?
Give up pre-workout or alcohol?
Alcohol.
I would rather give up alcohol. Yeah.
I don't drink. You drink alcohol-free beer, so that's fine.
Yeah. Technically, I don't drink.
Yeah. So yeah, I'd give up alcohol. Like I don't need alcohol to have a good time.
Have you seen Pit Stop's reel on like the strongest pre-workouts?
Strong pre-workouts. I have.
Strong pre-workouts. It's got to go JC10.
It's 1910. Yeah, I have seen it.
I think that they're all bang on. Have you ever had Alpha Neon Dark Side Onslaught?
I have. I'll let you into a little secret here. Alpha Neon actually helped formulate WOBs.
Of course they did. So of course you've had it.
Mm-hmm. I've had all of them, mate.
Mm.
Yeah, it's good pre. It's very, very good pre. I just find it's a little bit too much.
Yeah. I can't actually think of a scenario. I've only had that when someone's gone, oh, I've got this pre-workout. It's absolutely insane. And then I had it and I was like, what on earth is this?
If you are requiring, in my opinion, if you're requiring, and I've been there before, like, so again, I've learned, if you need a pre-workout like that, you're doing something fucking wrong.
Yeah.
Your sleep's fucked. You're just not I literally made a reel on this last night. If you're getting home from work at 6 p.m., right, and you are smashing Alpha Neon pre-workout at like 6, 7 p.m. and then going to the gym, you are completely fucking yourself over big time because you're not going to sleep properly. Your recovery's going to be shit. And then guess what? You wake up the next day. How do you feel? Even worse. So the cycle continues and you just become reliant on like 1,3-dimeth, DMHA, all these like super gnarly, like low-key methamphetamines. You're doing something wrong, bro. Honestly, like if you're training late at night, literally don't take any stimulants and get a good night's sleep. Over time, you will feel better, more energized. But yeah, I don't honestly. I'm not going to say there's not a time and place for it, but it's a very rare occasion. I think you would need a pre like that.
Yeah. I am a fan of a strong pre-workout. Like, the trained by JP, do not frigging miss, bruh. There's been times where I've been like, what?
I don't like that pre, man.
It's so strong. Like, it's got so
Too
much
much.
caffeine in. So like I would have that coupled up with like a pump.
Mm.
I would only have that probably once a month at a push. Very, very, very sparingly. And you are zoned in. You can go into the gym and be like, I'm feeling a bit tired, bit this, bit that. Have that, and then it's like, okay, I feel like Jordan Peters right now.
Maybe it's literally like his sweat that has just been gathered in the bucket, and
it's
then
something.
Yeah, but it's very rare that you need a pre like that, in my opinion. Like, and if you're having it for every session, just stop because you're doing something wrong, bro.
I've like one of my boys that I coach. He used to send me like his pre-workouts that he'd have, and they had like bloody Yihimbine and stuff in. I'm thinking like, there's no benefits of that. Like, say if you're training any time past, if you're training in a fed state, so any time after you've eaten a meal, your Yihimbine is nowhere near as effective as if you are fasted.
It will still be stimulatory. So it will still have stimulation of like the benefits of that won't be fat loss. It will purely be for the sake of like, right, what is going to be the probably like placebo effect, really. So like your Himbine, what's it going to do? Yes, it may not help burn fat, but it's going to help up. It's going to increase your heart rate. It's going to get you a little bit sweaty, and also the stimulation effects of it as well is going to, you know what your Himbine's like. If I can get you alert, I don't know about you. Like your Himbine gets me wired, mate.
When in a fasted state, your Himbine makes me sweat and it drives my heart rate up. I am a low key fan of it. Yeah. Any other state, because I've tried, I like, I've used bro science and being like, right, if I take your Himbine pre-workout on low food, then I'm basically fasted and I'm going to burn more, calories, fat, whatever. It just makes me feel anxious.
Yeah. So
like, I remember being on prep in 2021 and I had Bring Me the Horizon on my headphones. And I remember it like it was yesterday. The start of a song called Drown, right? It's like, I literally threw my headphones off my head because it just made me jump. I was like, scary.
Yeah, and the thing is with your Himbine is when you're doing like a steady state cardio or something like that, it's kind of okay because your heart rate doesn't get too elevated. But when you're doing a hard set in the gym and you've taken your Himbine, like I've tried to do like a fasted session in the morning before, like on prep with your Himbine because it was the only time I could train that day. And bro, like the anxiety, but not only that, like your heart rate gets too elevated to the point where like puts you off.
Yeah.
So your Himbine in a pre-workout, I've had it before, and it's literally given me a panic attack, and it's just because it's just a bit too much. But yeah, your Himbine pre-workouts, no bueno.
No bueno, no bueno. Your turn, Tom.
My turn. From Harmony with Jay. What's the biggest mindset shift you think you need to be in order to be successful as a bodybuilder? So what's the biggest mindset shift you think you need to be successful as a bodybuilder? So you want to be a bodybuilder, all right, what mindset shift do you need to adopt?
Oh, I don't want to say like a do not fucking miss mentality, because I think someone
can take loads of do not fucking miss pre-workout. That's it.
Yeah, basically, but program that in 3 times a day, bro. Just the gram of caffeine, if not more. I don't want to say that, and then someone that's like really young be like, "All right, I need to now apply this to everything." But there are points in your bodybuilding where a do not fucking miss mentality is essential, right? When strength is at an all-time high and you are handling weights that could potentially end any bodybuilding career, being zoned in, having that do not fucking miss mentality is going to help. Oh, it's essential. It's absolutely essential. When you're on prep, and not even when it gets hard, but just being on prep, you cannot miss a beat. You have to do everything. That will elevate you within the bodybuilding world to another level. I don't know. What do you think, Tom?
Patience. I think that's the most overarching, most important element of being a bodybuilder over anything, because that do not fucking miss mindset comes with time. But I feel like if you're going to get going from day one, the most important thing is patience, because it takes a long ass time to build an incredible physique. And one thing I'm very like, I don't know why I had this mindset. I honestly don't, because in general, I'm not a very patient person, right? But when it comes to like my training, for instance, I remember 10 years ago, well, a little over 10 years ago now, and I said to like my training partner Ben, I was like, mate, I love this. Like, I'm really getting into it. I can't wait to see what I look like in 10 years. I literally vividly remember that, because I kind of made a note, like a mental note to myself to like remember me saying that. If you know what I mean, so it's like stuck in there, and stuck to it for 10 years. And I just, at any time where like I saw people around me like starting like pro hormones and stuff like that, I was just like, nah, just like stick to it, mate. It's just gonna take a long time. These are all shortcuts. They don't necessarily work. Like, and even when, like, for instance, it was like, oh, I wanted to start prep. Maybe I needed to be, wait a little bit longer. It's like, nah, mate, just be patient. Just take your time. And yeah, I feel like that's probably the main reason why a lot of people fail with bodybuilding, is because they just haven't given it enough time. They've got impatient and then they've given up. That's the main reason why a lot of people do fail. And like having a coach there, for instance, makes the process, it helps to instill that patience into you. And it's even like with coming off of prep. All right, what's the main thing people struggle with? Is it impatience, because they want to get back on prep again because they miss that feeling. So I think the biggest mindset shift you could adopt to be a bodybuilder is probably just realizing it takes a long time.
Yeah. No, I agree. I definitely agree.
You're up. What are you thinking? Your brain's still ticking there.
Mate, it's this it's the rise and shine. I think we should do morning podcast more often.
Yeah, I agree.
It's the most that we've spoke about the questions ever.
It is actually, isn't it? Do you know why that is? Because you're not towards the end of the day. You're not towards the end of the day. You got rise and shine in your system coursing through your brain, and then as well as that, I feel like it's because you've got more mental. It's the only thing it's the first thing we focus on today.
Yeah,
it's like we sat down and as a check-ins, used all that mental like RAM, like a computer, if you know what I mean.
Yeah,
and then it's like it's not a box tick exercise, is it? It's like, no, actually enjoy it.
Right. Let's do this more often. Let's do this going forwards, because I have preferred it. Mr. Butcher's Wet Dream has asked, Butcher's Wet Dream, I always forget your actual name because I just see it and go,
Sebum.
It's Natty Sebum and Finn's son. Go on, what is your actual name? I'm going to find it.
By the way,
Matthew
Mr.
Chapman.
Wet Dream,
you are?
he's looking sick.
Yeah, I'm going to give a notable mention to Mr. Matthew Chapman, 23 years old, Irish competitor. Absolutely fantastic. Well, he's done one show already and he's absolutely smoked his last outing on a physique front. So, yeah, fantastic. Good effort, mate. He has asked, should there be a combined world championships with pros from all federations?
That'd be pretty cool.
It would be cool. But
I don't think they should know.
I think the thing that I see with like all the different federations, right? OCB, DFAC, you go on PMBA, WMBF,
UKUP.
Let's say two bros naturals in the top 5, right?
Yeah.
They've all got different testing protocols.
Yeah.
So
no one from Two Bros is going to be natural,
Exactly. So you'd look at it and you'd go, for instance, say you did it and someone from Two Bros won the show. You'd then have myself or a DFAC pro turn around and go, well, they've only been natural for a year.
Yeah.
So yes, I do think it should be a thing, but there needs to be a standardized way of testing. And then it's like, you create this standardized way of testing, and then some of the pros that don't meet that criteria are then going to kick off and go, oh, well, I'm a natural pro and I can't do this show because I've done Clen.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean?
What to do is the cup and cough test,
What?
The cup and cough test.
Go on, Tom, tell us about this cup and cough test.
Just cup the balls, make them cough. If the balls don't move, they're not natural.
I think you got to stand up to do it.
Yeah, I think you do.
All right.
Yeah.
Should there be a
Or
combined
it's
world
just
championships?
huh?
Yeah, in answer to Matthew's question, yes, there should.
Yeah.
I think what will happen one day is that someone just comes along out of nowhere and goes, right, I'm putting on a show. Let's say it's in Saudi Arabia. There is $1 million of prize money, right? We're going to do this drugs testing. Natties, come and show us what you've got. I think that's what will happen.
Mm-hmm.
And I can assure you, when that happens, I could be 40. I will be there.
Yeah, but you'd be 40, mate, because you're natural. You'd still be fresh, still be
Yeah.
going, mate.
Oh, mate, look at Mike O'Hearn.
Exactly. Duck eggs only. Cool. Next question. La 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 la. Well, got another one from Zach. I'm gonna answer this one from Zach because it's about his prep. Right? I think he's looking out for a bit of advice. Am I brain dead, or did you guys find simple things difficult near the end of prep?
He's not near the end. Tom, what are you
Hang on,
doing to him?
But I struggle to focus on something as simple as just watching a movie at the moment.
He's got movies on his mind, hasn't he?
Zach, mate, you're making me look like a bad coach here. You can't even watch films anymore. What's wrong with you, dude?
I'm not joking. Like at the minute, I'm asking my boys that are prepping, like, right, I've got two things that I look out for. Number one, obviously, it's speech. If they're slowing the words a lot more, if they're kind of like pausing a lot whilst you're talking to them, there's something not ticking as well, right? You might need to. It's probably an early sign that fatigue is going to get quite bad, right?
Yeah.
Second thing is check-ins, right? If someone's putting effort into their check-ins still, it's very unlikely that they're mentally sound.
Yeah.
The second that someone starts going, yeah, how was sleep? Fine. How was this? Fine. Like really like short one-word answers when they used to put in, paragraphs or whatever.
Preserving energy at any means necessary.
Yeah. Then you look at it and you go, right, okay, we're seeing signs here of someone's a little bit more fatigued than what they need to be. Honestly, Zach's 2 months out still from the biggie. Is he doing the UK DFBA as well?
Yeah. It's 4 weeks out.
No, sorry. From the last UK DFBA show.
Oh, yeah. No, he's not. Sorry, no, he's not.
He's not. So his last show is going to be the WNBF UK.
Yeah.
Okay. 8 weeks.
We've already got a refeed planned in tomorrow. No, not tomorrow. Next week.
You what?
We're already refeeding him next week. So really, him at this point where he is right now, I know he's fatigued because his body weight's held a little bit this week, and again a little bit slurry words. Nothing bad, but yeah, like I feel like he's in a very, very good spot. So I'm not like
Yeah, but yeah, it is normal. But like it's important feedback to acknowledge. Don't ignore it. Obviously, Tom's going to coach you properly, Zach. But for other people, if you are feeling like that and you are approaching, 4 weeks out from a show or something, that's important feedback. You need to tell your coach, and your coach needs to act upon it. I think the issues come when you get that kind of feedback. You notice things like that in yourself and you don't act upon it. Like yesterday, one of my boys, he's called Matthew McMillan. He messaged me mid-session and was like, everything's shit, concentration shit, my stomach's killing. I was like, right, reduce the load by 30% and we're going to go an increase of 150 carbs for the rest of today. And he was like, fuck, really? I was like, yeah. Like, there's no point waiting until tomorrow or wait until next week. It's like, take action now. You've seen the feedback, apply the action.
It's proactive, not reactive. You don't wait to crash and burn. You look for the early signs and you be proactive on it.
That's it. Yeah, it's like I can see a car crash coming here.
Yeah. I'm going to turn the steering wheel. I'm actually going to turn the steering wheel. Whoosh.
I can see a car crash happening here. Let's speed it up.
Yeah, but no, I trained with Zach yesterday, mate, and to be fair, his output in the gym, he was still on it, still smashing it, to be fair. So that was a good sign. But not only that, the thing with Zach is he wakes up at 4 a.m., does his cardio first thing in the morning so that he can, have the rest of the day to look after his twin girls, sort out, his family, go to work, get his cardio done, his training, his steps, busy ass fucking day. So to be honest with you, mate, I don't blame you for not being able to focus on a movie because your brain probably just wants to go to bed, mate.
Yeah.
Yeah. So
that's always a toughie, isn't it? Like, how do you tell someone to sleep less, sleep more, work less, or
he's on it. Any dads out there that want to, I'm literally gonna shout Zach out. He's fucking nails. Like if you're a dad and you're struggling, go to Zach. Genuinely.
I like it.
So your question.
Right. Well, I've got two more questions. First one is, if you could make a protein version of a snack, what would it be? And that is from Ruth F. Jill or Gill.
What was the question? Sorry.
If you could make a protein version of a snack, what would it be? Big Macs.
Snack. Big Mac's not a snack, bro. Oh, maybe it is for you,
Size of
actually.
them now. They're like little mini burgers.
Are they?
Yeah. Very
Mini Mac.
disappointing.
I
would probably say Haribo's or something. Imagine a bag of Haribo's with like 30 grams of protein. That is a game changer.
Tango Ice Blast.
Oh.
A protein Tango Ice Blast. 20 grams of protein, 0 grams of fat, 5 gram of carb.
I've seen people do similar, like using EAAs.
Yeah. Or like even just Clearway.
Yeah. Have you seen
that's definitely doable.
Did you see that study done on collagen protein?
Was it the amino acid profile of it?
I can't remember. All I know is the actual levels of muscle protein synthesis, so like the spikes of MPS, were greater in pea protein than it was collagen.
Yeah, so that'll be down to, I believe, the amino acid profile. Yeah. Just lacking major like amino acids that mean it's just not very good for like actual muscle development. It's gonna be good for like skin. You'll be glowing, queen. You'll be glowing, but maybe you won't be as jacked anymore.
Yeah, you won't. But whey's still the king.
Protein Tango Ice Blast. Next business idea, Josh. We're racking them up here, mate.
Oh man, this podcast, we're changing names.
Right, quick last couple questions because I've got to shoot to get my hair cut.
Yeah, how would you solve the UK's problems from Ian Talbot Balfe?
How would you solve the UK problems? Get me and Josh as Prime Minister.
Yeah.
Ministers. Even.
I'll be vice. Yeah. You can be big dog. No one likes the big dog.
Yeah, I'll be a big dog. I don't mind. Okay. Talking about imposter syndrome, I'll fucking do it, mate.
I'll carry the boats.
We'll change the name of number 10 Downing Street to Downing.
No, we'll call it
number
Ronnie
10
Street.
Huh?
Ronnie Street.
Or
Dorian.
Yeah. Nothing but a peanut street.
Yeah. Perfect. Next question.
How do you, from Kevin, so he's just wrapped up prep, actually one of Mo's clients. How do you control your hunger after prep? You don't, mate, really. You're going to be hungry. Get lots of sleep. Keep your food volume nice and high. Bring your activity down to a manageable baseline. So you're not, because I think what a lot of people do is they get into the trap of keeping up loads of cardio post prep. It's like, in order to make sure I don't get fat, I need to move more. It's like, not necessarily, because you're actually creating bigger demand for calories. Yeah. And that's going to only make you hungrier. So bring your cardio down to baseline level as well as your steps to help decrease activity, but not completely write it off. And then food volume nice and high, and still make sure that you're eating a good amount of food. You're not under eating.
Yep.
Did I cover it all?
Pretty much. I would just try to ignore the hunger. Like try and don't look at it as like, oh, my body must have this really crazy demand for food. It's like, no. You're hormonally imbalanced. Try and ignore that and look at the food that's on your plate and be like, I know that's enough food for survival.
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to ignore my hunger.
Yeah, literally. You went, 20 plus weeks hungry. You can do a little bit longer.
Yeah. Realistically, it's only a few weeks into it of reversing, and then everything's all good.
Kevin lost on prep, I believe, around 25 kilos. Honestly, one of the best prep transformations I've seen. Mad.
Better than James Dobbins?
but I'm talking like I've started prep. I'm on prep right now, not long term.
Okay.
Probably James is from starting prep to where he is now. Not as impressive, honestly. Right, last question. So I got to shoot. Sorry.
Crikey, more. Go on.
Yeah. If you could only from Nathan _ Stevenson, my guy. If you could only train one body part for the rest of your life, what would it be, Josh?
Right. So obviously, if you're training one body part for the rest of your life, you're not going to be a very good bodybuilder. So I'd rather just have massive arms.
But it's multiple body parts, so you can have big triceps and big biceps.
Tricep.
Oh no, you said body part. Okay, no, I'm wrong. He didn't say muscle group. Okay, so yeah, body part. Your arms is a body part, isn't it?
Arms is a body part. Cheers, bro.
Okay. Yeah, I agree. I'd naturally have very skinny arms, so I'd train arms.
Yeah, because like imagine if you had
not the size of the car, mate. It's not the size of the Aston Martin. It's the size of the arm hanging out the window that matters. Do you know what I mean?
It's so nice. The sound.
I can imagine.
Yeah, literally.
Grunty Aston Martins, aren't they?
Yeah. Like they need a like a lozenge.
Yeah.
Clear the throat because they're very like. Welcome to the Board Shorts and Banter podcast, where me and Tom make car noises at each other.
Fantastic. Right, we'll wrap it up, mate. We'll leave it there.
Yep.
Thank you very much for listening, people. Has this been the longest podcast ever?
No.
Really?
I mean, if we sat here for like another 5 minutes, then yeah, it would. But no, we have had an hour and 16 or something.
Should we just let it run to like 1 hour and 17?
Hey, play the song and I'll sing for 5 minutes.
Okay. Well, I'm actually going to play the song, so you need to shout out our sponsors and say goodbye to everyone. All right?
Okay. You ready? You playing the song?
I am 3, 2, 1. Just don't scream down the mic.
You've been listening to the Board Shorts and Banter podcast. We love Aston Martins. Please, can you send it one? Have you paused it? You're such a dickhead. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, we are proudly sponsored by the All In Bodybuilding. Yeah? All In Bodybuilding.
Brand. All In Bodybuilding.
We are proudly sponsored by All In Bodybuilding. Use discount code BS&B at the checkout. Thank you for watching. We love you. See you on Thursday.
If you want to get some supplements from Pit Stop Nutrition, use code Stockton10. Goodbye.